Coming up on Mountain News this morning, local police officers get into a tense situation as they attempt to serve a warrant that leads to a shootout. And a Kentucky woman uses her battle with ovarian cancer to spread awareness about this serious disease.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Alrighty, it's almost 6:33 on this Labor Day. It's Monday. I'm Dakota Makris. Thank you so much for waking up with us, and raise your hand if you're working this morning.
Yep, exactly.
I mean,
and they raised their hands in the fishbowl too.
Yeah, so, they did. I don't know if you raised your hand at home or not. Hopefully you didn't have to.
Yeah, hopefully maybe you're just up early and trying to keep up with the weather, which we appreciate because today could be an interesting day. So it's a good day to try to keep up with it. Let's take a look at the last 6 hours. The rain took a little bit of a break overnight, but it's starting to pick back up this morning. We are under a flood watch till later today, so we're keeping a very close eye on that for our entire region now. No active alerts at the moment except for the flood watch, but again, heavy rain coming down across parts of the area. Mountain Parkway near Slade at the Wolf-Powell County line, looking pretty soggy up there. A little bit of raindrops on the camera, a little bit of fog too. Temperatures in the upper 60s. We are also looking at temperatures across the region in the upper 60s, except for a couple of 70s out there. Back to 70 in Prestonsburg this morning. Logan, Hazard, Moorhead, Somerset, Jacksboro as well. And then you see the cool spot is Wise at 64. Dew points up there again. It's a little bit soupy out there this morning, so just be aware of that. Closer you get to 70 and above, the more soupy it feels. Temperatures will climb into the only into the low 70s by early this afternoon. I think mid to upper 70s the best we'll do today, thanks to the possibility for some off and on rain chances throughout the day. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, police in Hazard were involved in a shootout Saturday night. They attempted to serve a warrant on Baker Avenue in downtown Hazard just after 10 p.m. Saturday. Well, when they arrived, they were being shot at, so they shot back. Eventually, police were able to arrest the shooter. Now, one witness says that she was crawling to try to stay safe.
I was laying on the couch resting, dozed off, and I heard like awful commotion, people fighting, slamming up against the wall, and then I heard a gunshot.
Our units were attempting to serve a warrant on the subject here on Baker Avenue, and he fired at them. We had to return fire.
Well, police have not released the identity of the shooter. A woman in Jackson County has been arrested and charged with murder. Officials with Kentucky State Police say 43-year-old Karen Clemens was arrested following an investigation into the death of Mary King Abrams in late July. Police say Clemens was charged with murder and receiving stolen property. She's currently being held at the Jackson County Detention Center. Well, the Louisville Metro Department of Corrections has been in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Multiple deaths and a number of overdoses. The jail's former director resigned, and since then, the new director has worked to turn things around. On Thursday, the jail caught 3 people trying to smuggle drugs hidden in a CD labeled as legal material from an attorney to his client. Well, the jail's new director now has 16 canines at his disposal to help fight the drug problem at the jail.
Every time we stop one way, and for lack of a better word, the criminal creativity goes to trying to introduce it another way.
Narcan boxes are also being placed in every dorm at the jail. That's something officials say no other jail in the country has attempted. Well, in Lexington, the streets are turning till as a way to raise awareness for those suffering from ovarian cancer. After watching her mom fight ovarian cancer, Kathy Tabbs knew the symptoms, so she met with her gynecologist. They found something growing on Kathy's ovary, and a few days later, she had it surgically removed.
When I woke up in the recovery room, she was holding my hand and said, "I'm sorry, we found cancer." And I remember thinking to myself, this is it. If I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna fight it.
Well, for 10 years, Kathy has been putting up till ribbons to raise awareness of ovarian cancer. Kathy is a 29-year survivor, so many would say she won the battle against ovarian cancer. But if you ask Kathy, she'll tell you she's still fighting, and turning Lexington till is part of that battle. Well, the CDC has recommended the COVID booster for about a year, but now a new kind of booster is being offered, giving you more protection. Updated boosters target the original strand of the coronavirus, as well as the Omicron subvariants BA4 and BA5. Now the head of the CDC recommends getting the new booster. It's known as a bivalent booster. The FDA authorized Pfizer's shot for people ages 12 and up, and Moderna's for ages 18 and up.
COVID-19 still represents a very significant threat, especially to patients who are immunocompromised, either by disease or because they take medications that put them at risk.
Well, if you're eligible for the booster, if it's been at least 2 months since you completed your primary series or 2 months since your last booster. Now, if you've recently been infected with COVID, you should wait 3 months until your antibodies wane. As with past COVID-19 vaccines, of course, they'll be free of charge. Well, for Americans, finding time to hit the gym can be difficult, but one couple has worked to make fitness a little more accessible to the people of Whitley County. Our Alyssa Williams talked with the owners behind the new business in Williamsburg to learn more about their story and how they plan to use the gym to serve the area.
The pandemic was a catalyst for many Americans to start a project or business they've always wanted to, which is what happened for Tanner Broughton and Lauren Lambden of Knox County.
When COVID really hit, especially for southeastern Kentucky, health, diabetes, everything, especially mental health at this point as well with the COVID, seemed to decline rapidly. And people weren't doing the proper things to keep their health in check.
The two nurses, who had never owned a business before, decided to take a chance in opening Whitley Weights, a 24-hour gym in Williamsburg.
So with me having a fitness background and Lauren being from Whitley County, logistically it made sense with the gym not being here to kind of migrate this way and open up a gym and just help other people out with the whole fitness scene.
Broughton says it was crucial to open a gym that anyone on any schedule can access.
With the travel nursing as well, like we both had worked third shift, so we were working 7P to 7A, and I would like to see that out of the gym so I could kind of tailor it to people that was in a similar situation to me.
Whitley Weights has partnered with other local businesses and organizations, along with a personal trainer, to create an individualized approach to fitness.
Literally, you can do nutrition consults, macro counseling, the one-on-one coaching sessions, literally anything fitness we have here. So that's what we strive to be, is a one-stop shop.
Both Broughton and Lambden say they feel grateful for the support they've received since their grand opening. And for anyone looking to try a new venture, the pair have some advice.
I say go for it. Full send, no risk, no reward,
Utilize every resource possible. We've called everybody that owns businesses, all my friends who own businesses, your friends that own gyms.
Yeah.
We've wore everybody out.
Yeah, I say go for it.
In Williamsburg, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Whitley Weights is located in the Cumberland Regional Mall and is open 24 hours a day. We'll have more information about it on WYMT.com. The World Fest Global Village is being held in downtown Louisville. The 4-day festival is in its 20th year, and thousands of people have visited the capital to celebrate its return. World Fest highlights cultures and customs from around the world, featuring 20 countries and more than 100 booths. The festival promises to let people take a trip around the world without having to leave Kentucky.
We love to really educate our children on not just our own culture, but really exploring the world and getting out there and seeing what our differences are.
The festival features a vendor village with nearly 150 international themed arts, crafts, and merchandise. The final day of the World Fest takes place today from 11 to 8.
.641 here on this first alert weather day. We are tracking bands of heavy rain that are going to be moving through parts of the region off and on throughout the day. So the closer you are to the Kentucky, West Virginia, and Virginia and Tennessee borders, make sure you're staying on alert. That's where the heaviest bands of rain are this morning. If you're back out toward I-75 and west, you're decently dry. But if you're right there along the Kentucky and Virginia borders, the Kentucky, West Virginia borders, you're seeing some pretty solid conditions as indicated by the darker greens and the brighter yellows. Temperatures out there pretty stable, I guess is the best way to put it. Stationary front is what's plaguing us today. We're going to continue to see those upper 60s out there across parts of the region. Logan, Prestonsburg, Moorhead, Somerset, and Jacksboro all at 70. Wines is at 64 this morning. Your day planner, unfortunately, it's rain chances all day, so make sure you take your rain gear with you. It may take breaks at times, but keep an eye on your creeks and streams and make sure you have a way to get alerts like the WYMT First Alert weather app if they are issued. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, the time is 6:42. Still to come here on Mountain News this morning. Find out how a short stroll through your neighborhood can make your heart feel happy and healthy. That's on the way next.